No. Leave it for Ben. So we have no one online right now.
Is your mic on?
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Better.
I think so.
So you have 6 now.
Oh, okay. Hello, welcome back. This is Larry. We're just starting our next match. Wasn't much of a shutdown there. This is the first break. I don't know if this is A side or B side. Oh, looks like it's B side. Race to 4.
Thanks, Murray.
Yep. Grant went outside to check the weather. Stephanie Toy is going home for the night. She's put in a long day. I'll be here for a little while. My wife works at this pool hall, so when she gets off, I'll be going home as well. Well, looks like Elliot's working this out. Maybe come across for the 4 on the side. Perfect. Almost perfect. See how he plays this. He might just hit it soft and throw it, or more likely hit it hard. He got a good rub. Now he just has to decide what he wants to do on the 3 ball. Might just put a little top right and play it in the side pocket where his bridge hand is. That's perfect. Roll on the side, 8 ball on the other side, and run out for the first game. Whoa. Well, he hit that pretty hard, but he's okay. Oh, he misses the 8 ball. He lets Al in. Let me know if my mic is good, guys. It's too loud, too quiet. I'm still pretty new at this. Okay, let's see what Al does. He's only got the 10 ball to worry about, which he might just be able to bump on this shot. Everything else does have a home. Oh. Oh. All right, well, a couple mistakes in the first game. Unfortunately, it wasn't a warm-up, and Elliot is up 1-0. Thanks, Terry. Well, Elliot played a nice table there. And just missed the 8 ball. He got pretty good shape on it, but I think he played it a little too fast. And now it's his break. One thing about Al, I've played him many times. He does seem to play a little too fast at times, and he gets a little excited. I think if he slowed down a little bit, he'd probably make less mistakes. Elliott comes up dry. Here's a chance for Al to get one back. A really good break. All the low balls are on one side, all the stripes on the other. Everything goes. Really, Al just has to decide how he wants to run this out. 5 doesn't go by the 1, so that might be something he wants to take care of shortly. Looks like Al's using one of the Jacoby shafts too. Oh, he overcut that. And he gets a pretty good leave out of it. I don't think Elliott really has a shot on anything, but he does have some safe options. I think he can see enough of the 14 to just roll forward and maybe put the cue ball down behind the 9. Or maybe you can see the 13 ball. Well, he could see it. Just undercut it a little bit. Yeah, it's me, John Clark. How are you? Sorry about my voice. I can't change it. When am I going to see you again, John? Should have signed up for Tuesday League. I missed you in my BC vacation, John. I had a nice sunburn you could have slapped. Ooh. Well, Elliott misses that and gets a pretty good love anyways. Yeah, I know, John. I know you're on that team. Maybe I'll stop in one Monday, say hi, buy you a drink. That's a really good team too, John. Really strong team. Probably fun too. Really fun team. Uh-oh. Elliott scratches. So Al can definitely get one back here if he just works this out. Maybe slow it down a little. For those of you who haven't seen any of this yet, this is a Fargo rated tournament. So players with established ratings or known ability. 580 and under is the cap. They had 62 players. Diamond, bar box, 8-ball, alternate break, BCA rules. Race to 5 on the A side, 4 on the B side. That's good, John. I'll stop and see you sometime.
Is that a John Clark?
Yeah, John Clark sighting.
What's going on, Mr. Clark?
He's playing this league, hey? He's playing Mondays with Downey and
No way.
Jordan and Mike, yeah. It's on a good team.
That.
Yeah,
That is a really good team.
very strong, yeah.
A little bit of knowledge rolling around on that team.
Yeah, they're one of the favorites for sure.
Is this every Saturday? No. This one was put on by Mark Map Attack. But there is a typical Saturday tournament handicap.
Yes, yeah, they changed it a bit recently, so they use Fargo rate instead of established or instead of known ability. The races are either 6, 5, 4, or 3, based on your Fargo rate.
Or known ability.
Yeah, they do $100 added for 8 players or more. Last weekend they had 11 players, and first place was $150.
Wow,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
no doubt. What's going on, Kevin? How have you been? Gee, we're getting a lot of people that are tuning in that haven't tuned in for a while.
John,
What is Ultimate Break Rules?
Yeah, I'm not sure what. Oh, didn't miss by much. I don't know what Ultimate Break Rules means, actually.
No. Clarify, Mr. Wambra.
John
What
Clark?
about Friday night?
Yeah, it's a handicap tournament, same thing. 580 or under, and you can play. So they do shorter races, though, to make sure they get through the night. I believe the races are typically 3 and 2, and they get 20-plus players every week.
No, it's kind of been an off summer for us. So for myself, right now I'm in the busiest time of year for my normal job. Everybody wants stuff done before snow flies and so on and so forth. So for myself personally, this is my busy time of year. Summer is typically busy, but this is the busiest time of year for me. And then I kind of went through and redid the business plan for Q Sports Live. So we've got a lot of cool things coming down the lines, a little bit easier for advertising and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's just been really busy. But we are now getting into the busy season with streaming as well. So I'm taking off on Thursday next week, not this coming Thursday, the following Thursday. I'll be in Montreal for an NAPT event. At the same time, Ryan will be down in Texas. We both get back, and I think there's a day or a day and a half, and then Ryan and Ben are off to, that's unfortunate, off to Nanaimo. And we get back, and I think we're only back for a day or two there, and then we're off to Niagara Falls for CPA APA border battle. So as much as we've kind of taken a little bit of a hiatus, I know we attempted to go live a few times. There's definitely been some internet issues on a couple of the streams that we attempted to go to. But yeah, we're about to get in it.
Are you covering the Dave Senior tournament?
Oh yeah.
November 16th, 17th?
I'm not sure if we're in town. I think we're out of town. I think that's at the same time as Niagara Falls.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's too bad. That's a good one.
Yeah, Kevin, you gotta tune in some more. It's been a minute. I believe it's 7 o'clock start time.
7:30.
7:30.
Yeah. I believe free play starts at 5. So if you want to come and warm up, you got a couple hours to get ready.
Oh, he probably said alternate break, not ultimate.
Oh. Alternate break rules is just, you just, whoever, they flip for first break, I believe, and then after that it's alternate.
Oh, James, buddy, we can't be friends no more. If you're at home watching the Flames lose or the Oilers win, yeah, you better say thank you to Calgary for sending you up James Neal. And sending us Lucic.
He's having a tough start to his season, I know, but he'll come around.
Yeah. He's playing really well. And you know what? It almost had to happen where he changed hockey clubs. And I think the same is true to Lucic. Lucic's probably not going to hit the score sheet the same way as what Neal did, but he's not, I don't think, meant to do that. He's meant to be an enforcer, not a scorer.
But, I mean, I think he started off as that, and he did become more of a scorer later, I think. I mean, he's still rough, but he was able to put up more points.
Watch some Q Sports Live stuff, but hasn't been us. Yep. We have Rod Arriagata. He goes live in Winnipeg. That is our CSL Winnipeg division. And you've probably tuned in when it was Lance Bromelat. Lance is running Q Sports Live BC. And it is one of the things that we are working on. So it is Q Sports Live San Francisco. We should see that happen within the next month or so.
I've seen a few of those too, and I didn't know what to make of it because they come up, and I'm like, who is this, and where is this? And I always assume that you guys are there, but you're not.
No. And that's why we offer it out If there are guys out there that would want to take it seriously, go live and kind of do that as your thing. This is exactly why I rewrote the business plan, was to incorporate a couple of different facets of things that we have as, I guess, opportunity right now that we didn't 4 years ago.
Yeah.
The business plan that I had wrote 4 years ago was great for the time, got us from where we were to where we are, and now we need a new one to take us from where we are to where we want to be.
Yeah, no, that's good to see. Like, I've seen probably 4 different ones now. They just
Well,
come up.
and,
I mean, don't even know they're coming up. It just pops up.
Yep, which is good. That's
Yeah.
kind of the way we wanted it. We're going to do a little bit more marketing towards all of that stuff. There's a little bit more opportunity involved if you are wanting to kind of join in your prospective state or province. And advertising is a little bit easier to do,
Yeah.
easier to kind of manage.
It's kind of an what's the word?
It's a well-rounded business plan. It's, to be honest and fair, I've wrote a lot of business plans. I've had a few in my life,
Yeah.
but this is probably the best business plan I've written.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited. There's a lot of different things coming down the line and some big opportunities and so on and so forth. So
Oh, that's awesome. No, it's good to see. I mean, that CSL Invitational was like huge. It was like almost, I don't know, groundbreaking, but it was awesome to see, and it just shows what you guys have done so far.
well, and I said this during that stream as well. That particular tournament was very, very personal to me, and we talked about this in the prior broadcast where. When I started with Ryan 4 years ago and I asked everybody, lend me your faith and I'll find a way to give back. And that's what that tournament was to me. That's what it represented, was me fulfilling what it is I promised I would do.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
remember you
took it
talking
very
about that.
personal.
Yeah.
Do we have anyone in Idaho? Nope, nobody in Montana yet. There's another stream going on right now under Q Sports Live. Yeah, I would assume Rod Arriagata is live in Winnipeg. Super eager guy, really
Winnipeg right now?
knowledgeable, and very, very keen on the game. He's keen to grow the pool scene in Winnipeg. And they have Shannon Ducharme down in Winnipeg.
Barry
And I
McLean.
know Barry McLean goes down there every now and again.
Blake
Jason
Martell, I'm not
Klatt,
sure if
yeah.
he plays much more than Slicker, but he's
Yeah.
from there, right?
Yeah. Well, and Calgary's losing one of our heavy hitters moving to Winnipeg, Billy
that?
Thompson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's pretty soon. That's
Yeah, he said by the
next
end of
week
November,
or-
so,
okay, a little bit longer.
or sorry, end of October. End of October
Yeah,
he'll
I thought
be
it was
out.
coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, end of October.
Okay, well, where are we in this pool? I
Yeah,
haven't,
right.
Really been watching. It's 1-1. Race to 3. Al's struggling. I mean, like I was saying earlier when you were gone, Grant, he typically plays really fast. He kind of gets excited and jumps, but I do think that if he slowed down a little bit and tried to really control himself, he would play a little bit better, make more shots. Like even he hits balls very hard. He's just gotta slow it down. I mean, he missed the 8-ball there, but he also played funny shape on the 8-ball because he's just not.
But again, can you attribute that to playing on the live stream?
Yeah,
because
actually,
we watch him play off
yeah,
live stream.
I always forget about that because
Yeah.
for me, I want to be on it now because
of course.
I want to go back and watch the video.
For sure. Martin, just send us a message to the Q Sports Live page. Send me that number there. Because as soon as another 6 people comment, that number will be gone, and I have no way to write that down. So just send me that number on the Q Sports Live page.
Yeah.
People moved to Winnipeg. I assume it was just a curse of being born there.
Ben Francisco, hi.
Yeah, what's going on, Ben?
Sorry, he didn't say hi to me, but I know who he is. He knows who I am.
Well, and if you are just tuning in, it is obviously myself. Most know my voice by now, although some get it confused with Ben. My name is Grant, and sitting in and alongside the one and only Larry Walper.
Grant's former nemesis.
Yes, former.
Yeah.
I'll emphasize the former.
But Grant has 2 first-place trophies to hold over my head.
I do.
So that's what really counts.
I do.
Oh, we didn't update that. So
Who won it? Al? Nope.
Al won. Yeah.
Al won?
Elliot missed a shot and made a different ball the wrong ball. but Al
I
made
gotcha.
lead, yeah, so.
I gotcha. This is what I get for talking and going on my sidebars.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to the pool when I do that.
Yeah, no, I get it. At least it's not split screen. I know watching that is hard enough, let alone I can't imagine trying to commentate it. Usually just get focused on one match, so. But we've only got one here in front of us, so we can probably try and focus on that.
Focus.
Yeah. Okay, 2-1 for Al. Elliot makes a pretty good break. The low balls look good. The 8 goes into the top right corner as you see it. Just got to work it out. Ben, how come you didn't play? I thought your Fargo rate was low enough to play.
If it's local, it's fairly reasonable. We have to travel and it can get up there. But we just started, just redid the business plan for Sports Live. So now we've got a few more options. Price-wise.
Maybe there's a dress code, Ben. You can't wear sandals. Just kidding. Yeah, Al's playing very rushed. I feel like Elliot's playing a little bit better, but still making some mistakes. They keep giving each other a lot of chances. Oh, no contact there, foul. Ball in hand for Al, up 2-1. Yeah, Elliot's he came out really strong and he missed that opening 8 ball, and now he's making some mistakes.
So James says even using a cheap PC or webcam can really help your game. 100% true. It is one of the best pieces of advice I ever got. Was to record yourself playing pool at all times.
Yeah, Peter, it really is great. I'll tell you, I was on it the first few times. I was super nervous, but then what I did on Facebook, I went through, found all those videos.
Yep.
And I saved them to my saved file or folder, whatever it is, and then I can go back and watch them. And you can analyze them from a third person perspective. You're looking at it and you're looking like, oh, why did I shoot that? Or I should have done this. Or you're looking at how you stand.
Well, and you get to see your stance and your stroke and your follow through.
You can see
and
how you're doing things wrong.
How you approach everything.
Yeah,
it's
it really
such
does
a
help.
good piece of advice.
Yeah, I love it. Like I said, I'd prefer, if it was up to me, I'd have every match recorded now.
Yeah.
And now I'm so used to it, I don't feel pressure from it either. I want it.
Well, and that's one of the benefits, right? I mean, if you don't play, great shot. Look out.
Oh, good shot by Al.
Yeah. If you don't play on the stream a lot and you're kind of shying away from it, don't. Tackle that monster, tackle that beast, take it head on.
Yeah.
Whether you play well on the stream or not is irrelevant because it gives you more value than winning that particular match.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll help you more in the future than anything else.
Yeah, and again, like when you first do it, I think in your mind you overblow it. You think that, oh my God, everyone's watching, everyone's judging, every mistake is magnified, everything,
Yeah.
But then you realize it's no big deal.
It's not.
It's not a big deal,
Well, I'll say this: when you play it on Q Sports Live, then I would agree 100%.
Yeah.
There are other streams out there, not to pick on them and not to downplay what they do, but they're not quite the same, where they're gonna kind of dig at you a little bit. I don't like that approach. I don't want to turn people off of playing on the stream. I want you to play on the stream. I want to be able to commentate. Whether you're playing quite the same shots that I would or not, irrelevant.
Yep.
It's more the approach. It's the options that I like to give
Yep.
on each individual shot. You can do it this way or that way. And you and I actually play fairly different games, but at the same time, they're similar,
No, I know what you mean.
right? Well, I don't know if that made any sense
No,
whatsoever.
I think
but
so. Yeah, I mean, well, I think the way we play it, like the way I shoot and the way you shoot, is quite different. I don't know. I mean, I've learned from playing so long against good players in Calgary. I
Yeah,
tried
we're pretty
I
blessed.
try to play very, very simple. I've tried
Yeah.
to take the simplest out pattern, whatever it is. Ooh, just snuck that in there.
What's going on, Jim Orzel? Back for more. I love it.
He's back. Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, Larry's been lighting it up. He had my number for forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
and it
just-
didn't matter. I could be playing
Yeah.
lights out pool. I get to Larry, and I completely shit the bed.
No kidding. I want to say 2 days ago, because I hurt my back. I was at home on the couch, and I decided to watch an old video from the three-man playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? And you were talking about it on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
He's my nemesis. And then sure enough, you break against me, wide open and scratch.
Yep.
And I was just laughing about it.
Yeah, you had mine, and it didn't matter what I did. Didn't matter how I was playing. Good, bad, poor, great, not. You
Yeah.
just had my number.
You fixed it by running out a hard table, hooking yourself on the 8-ball, and then jumping it in. I remember that.
Yes.
It was very nice.
I got the monkey off my
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I'm sure you wanted to make that more than anything in the world.
You know it.
Yeah.
Well, and then again on was it the first Thursday of this year? First Thursday that we played you in the Elite, yeah. And I made that just ridiculous. Was it that out?
We played, but I thought I beat you, but
No, you didn't.
no. Okay.
No, because you even stated he wanted that win real bad.
Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe it
Yeah.
maybe get out. Yeah. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
It was a sick out.
I know that no other win matters more to you than making sure you you don't let me get in your head again. That's okay.
No, I can't let you get in my head.
Ooh, I'm not in anybody's head. I never was except for yours. So now I
Oh,
don't have that.
buddy.
I got nothing left.
Oh, I'm sure you're in people's heads, Larry. Just not mine anymore. Not to take away from your skill,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
to take away from
Yeah.
the accomplishments that you've certainly done. Because I'll tell you, your game has improved huge from even 2 years ago,
Yeah, I always try to improve it.
but drastically.
Just playing a lot, you know.
Yeah. Well, and I think whether it's with Q Sports Live or recording yourself or what have you, now that you're doing it that way and learning from that,
Yeah.
man, your game has gone wild.
Yeah, I've been lucky. Even when I played in Vegas, when I played with Billy Thorpe there in the Scotch, they had one TV table out of 4, and we played all but one match on the TV tables. So I got to go back and watch all of those.
Oh wow.
I got those all saved too. Cause
Well, wasn't it you that was playing? Was it you playing Mora in our tournament?
Yeah,
that was on the live stream.
Not much of that was on the stream. I wish the whole match was, but you'd already started a match prior, so I understand. But I definitely would have. I seen a couple things,
Yeah.
But I would have loved to watch the whole thing. But I already know that the reason I lost is 2 things. I broke terribly, and I was nervous.
Yes. Well, you're playing John Mora.
Yeah, I was very nervous. There's 20, 30 people around the table watching me play, which a high percentage of them want me to win. Obviously, I think it's on stream. That doesn't help. And I was breaking bad, So, every time I'd win a game, it was my break, and then I would just break dry or scratch or something, and I would just... You don't gain any momentum. You lose confidence every time you do that. So.
Yeah. John says unless he plays John Clark.
Yeah, John Clark has got my number. Whatever my Fargo is, John Clark should be plus 20.
Right? Was
Yeah.
watching a stream yesterday. They said there's no such thing as a commentator's curse. Yeah, well,
I don't know.
see, and who is it? James will agree with you that there is no such thing as a commentator's curse, but
Well, we know that
I
literally
have
there
a
isn't, but
very
it seem-
strong
Oh, yeah.
curse.
It was actually funny. I was watching the video of me playing Ben Francis and Red Deer Hill,
Yeah.
and you were commentating. And
Oh, I cursed you. I must have cursed
no,
you.
no, you said a couple things like, I don't know why he did that. Why would he do that? And I watched it back. I'm like, he wasn't there. You're watching, but you're like, you don't understand. Like, first of all, it's Hill, and then those tables were so hard to play on, right? Like you said this one thing where I'm like, why didn't Larry just roll up? But I tried to do exactly what you said to do.
Yeah.
But because of the tables, you were unsure. I screwed it up. And it was so funny going back and watching that. I'm like, why would you do that? I would have done this, but I'm like, wow.
Oh, yeah, sure, because I know your game, and what you did didn't make sense to me.
No, but because
that's not how you play.
Sorry. Al gets that one 4-1. Yeah, just because those tables, as you know, were so hard to play on, right? I was trying to get perfect shape for a breakout early in the rack on the Hill game against Ben.
Yeah.
And I could not get it because I kept overdoing it or underdoing it.
Yes.
I remember those tables were so hard. So, it's not really a commentator's curse, I guess, right? But it was just funny because you're...
Oh no, I have a very strong commentator's curse, but I can almost tell you I don't remember the match at all. I don't remember what I said, but I know, knowing me, knowing you, that if I said something like that, it's because you played abnormal
Yes.
to what you normally would have.
Exactly.
Right? So I'm going, well, I don't understand why the heck he did that.
Well, I went back
Because normally Larry would have done this.
Well, actually, it's funny because I went back and watched another bunch of videos on the 9-ball with the CCS when it was near the finals, I think it was.
Yeah.
And every time you called something I would do, I did the opposite. It was
Yes.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. You're like, this is what he's going to do. And this I did
No.
not even close. You're like, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. I mean, you never know, but
That's right. Now, if
Sorry.
the players can hear the commentator,
yeah.
then yes, absolutely. It can shake your confidence. But, again, on Q Sports Live, we try to keep it positive. You know what I mean? So even if you do hear us, now if you're new to the stream, okay, I'll agree with that 100%. Once you acclimate and you know what Q Sports Live specifically, that we're not dogging you, we're not, calling you out, we're not doing any of that negative stuff that sometimes you get on other streams. Once you know that, whether you hear us or not, I don't think is really relevant. Not here anyway.
Well, it was cool watching when I watched what I could of my match with John Mora, and Ben Francis was commenting on that, and everything he said was 100% what I was thinking and feeling.
Yes.
He was like, oh, he should have taken an extra couple seconds on that shot. Oh, he overhit that ball. He's probably just nervous. And I'm watching because I know it was there. I would know, right?
Yeah.
Ben was spot on. Everything that he said.
Wow.
He knew exactly what I was feeling and thinking.
Yeah. Silas, is Elliot out? Yes.
Yeah, I know, Peter. It's different. I mean, they have, when you're just playing in a weekly tournament or something, it's different, right? But all of a sudden you get 30-plus people,
And then add
all
the
watching,
stream pressure on.
and you're playing someone you've watched on TV.
Yeah.
You've looked up to for
Well,
so
he's
many.
a legend,
You looked
right?
up to so many years. You're playing someone, and it's hard, right? Every easy shot that came up in that match, it felt like a really hard shot.
Yes.
Which is
well, and I'm kind of
funny.
lucky that way. John and I have become fairly good friends, and I think now that I have that with John on the table, I don't think I'd be as worried about it.
Maybe a little more
Right?
relaxed.
It would be, yeah, because I'm just playing John Mora, right? Now, if I just walked in, let's use Alex Paguline. I don't know Alex
Yeah,
Paguline.
no.
If I had to play Alex Paguline, I'm going to be very nervous. It's Alex Paguline,
Yeah.
right? But I don't get that with John anymore.
You know what I did the first time I ever met Shannon Ducharme from Winnipeg? Right? He came to
Oh,
town.
yeah.
And he was here for a tournament, and I just walked up, and I said, he's the best player in the room, technically. And I said, hey, you want to play, race to 5 for $20 or something? And we did, and I ended up winning. Then we played again, and he won. But right away, it took that edge off. Every time I played him after that,
Yeah.
it was very much just, oh, whatever. Either one of us can win.
Yeah, Charles. Wow, another one that has tuned in that I haven't had the privilege of saying hi to for a while. How are you, sir?
Always playing in the background. Yes.
Always, yeah. Charles, he's a really good guy from, now I don't know exactly where, somewhere Chicago area.
That's a good point, Gary. I always think about that. He says his wife always says, I don't know why you would go that way. And then he laughs and reminds her he's left-handed.
Oh, yeah.
It's true, right? Because
Yeah.
they play different angles, different shape, right?
Yeah,
From what
absolutely.
we would see it as.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, why don't we kind of show you what the room is all about here? I'll throw this over. And, yeah, that is, this is the leather pocket, guys. So 8 diamond bar boxes, 7 foot in the front here. Behind us is another 8, I believe, 9 foot diamond
9
tables.
foot diamonds, yeah. And they have 6 Valley bar boxes as well. They
I'm
might
not
be
sure who's coming up here.
I don't think they'd be
I
winding
should
it
know
down
his
quite yet.
name.
Right here?
Yeah,
That's Jason.
I should know his name.
I don't know his last name, but that's Jason. Hey, Al, are you playing here? Okay, you're playing again?
Well, hello, Steve Karikakis.
Yeah. No, just making sure so we get it.
It is good?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. So we now have Jason versus Al Cusack.
Yeah, Al's back on the stream.
That score can be right.
0-0.
Jason plays the weekly tournament here every week, I think.
Does he?
Yeah, he's improved a lot from it.
I remember seeing him. This is why I said I should know his name, because I've played him a couple of
Yep.
times in one of the old Friday, what it used to be.
Okay,
Friday.
yeah. He used to show up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Mr.
did.
Russ Whittle in the house.
They didn't let him in.
No, Russ is definitely not allowed to play. And for all
Jason-
those viewers that tuned out thinking we were going to shut down Restart,
Hey, Steve. Are you still in the room? Somewhere?
Yes, that's right. Plainfield, Illinois. And thank you for the compliment, Charles. We certainly appreciate that. You gotta love it when your wife is the waitress and giving you hell.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. Yeah, talking too much, I guess.
Probably around 10:30, Jim. In fact, after this match, I'll do last call on in-house.
Is there one per day?
I think so. I think we'll do another
I
one
guess
tomorrow.
this is the first day. So.
Yeah. In-house only. Steve is at home now, just relaxing.
Home in Calgary or home in Lethbridge?
No, he was just here. Can't be Lethbridge.
Yeah, I guess not.
If you're in Lethbridge, sir, you hit the gas. You put the pedal to the metal there. All right, let's see. Ooh, Al
I think-
uses the whole pocket
I
there.
think from what I know of these two guys, I think Jason is definitely the favorite. But
I
you know-
would
you just
think,
never
but
know, right? A short race, you never know. Something goes wrong, but
it might be fairly
sometimes Al just pulls some things out from under his sleeve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he just surprises you.
I would probably put them both even at this point. Just judging on what we just saw from Al, and now I will say, disclaimer, I haven't seen Jason shoot for a little bit.
Okay.
So I can only go off of what I formerly know his skill at.
Yeah, I've seen him play. He's usually been near the finals in the Friday night tournaments.
Yeah,
He's usually in the top 3.
good little tournament for him.
Yeah. Well, Al got just about perfect on that.
Yeah,
That was his only
so
issue.
in a little bit deep on the 11, but
It's
not
okay.
too
I think
bad.
you play to make it. You maybe graze the 10, yeah, and then you're good.
What's going on, Oliver? Las Vegas representing? Well, it begs the question, where is everybody tuning in from, guys?
Yeah, that's true, Steve. Al does. He does pot very well. The
Yeah.
table's tougher. He might not necessarily get out, but
Oh, where'd he go there?
yeah,
That should have been a nice little draw shot.
I thought he was going to play it into the corner actually and just come back for the 14 in the side.
Yeah. Did you leave your phone on the table? Yes, you did.
Who's that?
That's Steph.
Huh?
I believe that's hers. Let me, is there a little thingy on? Yeah, I got it here, Steph. I will put it with my phone and my keys so that I don't forget it.
Did you bring your wallet, Steph? Did you forget that again? Oh,
You may as well get your money's worth, indeed. Nothing wrong with a little wipeage of the feet prior to the ball going in the pocket. Shreveport, Louisiana.
he's playing this guy just.
Will we be coming to Illinois? Not as far as I know. Not anytime soon, anyway. I'd love to go, though. If you know of any tournaments that you'd like us there, have the director get a hold of us.
Okay, he left Al some distance. Trying to play safe. Maybe block that ball, but we'll see.
I don't know if he got there.
If he smokes it in, oh yeah.
He did.
Yeah, he hit it good.
In the heart and sitting
Just
really
about perfect,
nice.
yeah.
A little more weight behind that shot, but
Yeah, he's
not terrible.
can't go wrong with that. And I think that was on Jason's break too.
Indeed. All taking a 1-0 lead. So why don't we say hi to one of our sponsors? Why don't we say hi to Nick's Q Innovations? Absolute genius at what he does.
Yeah.
We use him exclusively. I know Larry's probably used him a few times.
I've used him, Jesus, I feel 50 times now. I get my gloves from him. He does all my work, all my tips, everything.
Yeah.
So easy to work with and great work.
Oh, and he's a great guy.
Very fair prices.
Yeah, he's actually got people sending him their stuff from all over the place, all over Canada. I think a few down in the States even send their stuff up to Nick. An absolute genius. So if you do need any Q repair work done, maintenance work done, that is the guy to get a hold of.
All right, Al makes the ball. I'm just going to see where we're at on this bracket right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out of curiosity. I know this is the B side. So,
Yeah, Mark, if you know anybody in Illinois, we have a truck. We will travel. And if we can't drive there, we'll fly there. We have been all over Canada, all over the U.S. We don't mind traveling.
this is the third round on the B side. So I'm thinking they're going to do one more round after this tonight.
Yeah, they said they might go till 11, 12
Yeah.
o'clock, something like that. But it's running really smooth. Mark's doing a really good job.
Yeah, it was very good.
And of course, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit that share button. If you so desire, you could even Hulk smash it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you earlier. I didn't hear the
Hulk
that
smash.
share button.
The Hulk smash.
Yeah, I thought maybe
Monster mash.
forgot
it
about
even.
it.
Oh no. It's really I own that. The Hulk smash.
You know that's funny. I played.
Ben said he was trying to do it, but
You
it
know,
just doesn't sound right.
I played for Michelle the first time she's ever heard it. I played the Monster Mash. She'd never heard it before until last week. I was like, "You never heard that?"
How do you not know the Monster Mash?
I don't know. Maybe it's not popular in the Philippines.
Been living under a rock.
Nice shot.
Oh, great shot. That sits him almost perfect.
So I think what do you do here? Just try and hit that 6 ball? The scratch is there.
I think I'm just going to roll up for 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see the 13. I was only looking at the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, it's a smarter idea. But he's got a pretty good stroke on this.
Yeah, John. Marvel definitely owns it. I just own how to say it.
Josh is one
Did
of
he
your
get
favorite
it?
pro.
I
don't think so.
Do we do any pro tournaments? Absolutely. We were at the Four Bears, which is a Pro-Am event. We held our own Q Sports Live Invitational. That one was a Pro-Am event. But we'll do anything. We are not restrictive in what we do on Q Sports Live. We don't say you have to be a pro to play on it. We're more or less an open book. We are unbiased, whether it's league play, open tournaments, pro tournaments. We will do it all. We do a lot of the CCS events. We also do SML, which are competing leagues. Whether you're a tour, not a tour, open, pro, doesn't matter. We'll go anywhere. We will stream anything, and we are unbiased. We're not going to lock ourselves in to saying we will only do, for example, the WPBA or the NAPT or any of the tours out there. We'll do them all. We don't lock ourselves down.
Well, that's a good thing. It's good to not limit yourself. There's a lot of really good amateur pool out there, too.
Well, when you look at one of the greatest of all times in Efren Reyes, when he was playing in tournaments, more often than not, when he was done his matches, he would go to wherever the local pool hall was and just watch amateurs play.
Really?
Yeah, that's where he got a lot of his inspiration from. Because amateur players will try different shots and be more creative than what a pro player will. Pro players are very robotic,
Yeah.
right?
Methodical.
Very
robotic.
methodical.
Yeah, this is how you do it.
That's right. Where your amateur players are a little more creative. They're a little bit more risky in what they will attempt to do. And he's gone on record. That's where he stated he got his kind of creativity from, was from watching amateurs play.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good player, too, that Efren guy.
Yeah, he's maybe perhaps the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Arguably, right? There's certainly been some prior to
sure is fun to
his
watch.
time. Yeah, and just a really good guy. Same as Roberto Gomez, one of my favorite pool players. Roberto Gomez is a character, man.
Yeah, I saw him in BCA. He was with some amateurs, and he was just messing around and just laughing and having a great time trying all these funny shots. And
Yeah, that was him at the Four Bears.
Yeah,
Right? He's playing. I think he was playing. Now I don't think he did that with Steven. Steven he took pretty seriously because when Steven went down and Steven took out Corey Deuel, he took out Roberto Gomez, right? And it was really, and then played Shane Van Boning in the final. But I think they kind of underestimated Steven until he took out
those guys.
Corey Deuel. And there was one other one that I thought he took out.
There's another top, I can't remember who it was. There's another top player. He
Was it Alex Ollinger?
No, I think it was someone else.
Or
But he beat a couple really strong pro players.
yeah. And so by the time it came around to Roberto was not taking him lightly.
No.
There was no dancing.
No.
There was no strutting. It was game on.
Yeah, but watching him, like I said, I saw it firsthand, and he's having a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's typical, I think, Filipinos right there. They're so friendly
I
and
agree.
fun.
Nice little punchy shot there.
Yeah, see, I mean,
Jason?
that's preference, right? For me, I'm just going to try and stick that ball and hold it. But
Yeah, you'd probably hit that with a little bit of
touch it
left hand.
Probably. No, I think he was on the opposite side.
Was he on the opposite?
He's opposite.
Okay,
yeah.
so
I'd
then
have to
right
throw
hand.
it a tiny bit and
Yeah,
stick it, but
Yeah.
it's all preference what you like, you
Yeah.
know. I find I'm with that Jacoby shaft. I'm getting.
You can do a lot of that.
Yeah,
hey?
I
lot.
get. Sometimes like I'm overhitting the ball a lot
Yeah.
because I get that extra power I'm not used to.
Yeah. But you can throw those pinch shots a lot
Oh,
with
I
that
get a
Jacoby
ton
block.
of once you learn it, it really is nice. And I haven't tried the Q-Tech or the Mucci,
Yeah.
but I've tried.
I've tried the Q-Tech.
I've tried the Revo. There's a different other one too. I can't remember what it is. Well, there's a
few local.
There's a local one as well.
Yeah.
I've tried as well, but this one I like the taper on. I really
Yes.
like the taper.
It's exactly why I love it.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't
Where
much care
the
for the-
Revo doesn't have that taper.
No.
The Mucci, I think, has the taper, but still has that tink sound. So there's two differences as to why I chose the Jacoby Black
Yeah.
and why ultimately, as Q Sports Live, we wanted to work with them.
I really
Number
like
one
it.
is the taper.
Yeah.
The second is the aerospace grade carbon fiber. There's only two out there that use it.
Really?
Yes. Aerospace grade makes all the difference in the world. That's
Well-
why you don't get a lot of that tink sound.
Yeah, I
Right
don't, I
now,
don't hear that.
arguably, you can do that even with a wood shaft. It depends on your stroke and how you hit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you look at the Revo or the Mucci or any of those other ones, you get that tink consistent,
Yes.
and I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I've only ever tried, like I said, the Revo and some local ones, and that one just, it fits my Mickelson too. It fits my Mickelson cue almost perfect. It's
Yeah,
just a tiny little bit of an overlap. So that I really like.
yeah. Yeah, if you've got a Mickelson cue, he makes the butt ends are a little bit, maybe a
Yeah,
millimeter.
he makes them a little
Yeah,
smaller,
a
a
little
little
bit thinner.
skinnier. Yeah.
Yeah,
My wife Michelle plays with actually Nick's Q's innovation there, his own carbon fiber shaft.
yeah,
That's what she plays with, and she likes it. She had it kind of specially made for her, a little bit shorter and
yeah,
some other things because she's pretty short, but
yeah,
it hits very nice as well.
yeah.
But it's just
Not the same.
not quite for me. I
Yeah.
think.
But the difference again is in the aerospace carbon fiber.
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know too much about the technology of it,
yeah,
other than I noticed the difference at the pool table.
yeah. Yeah, Gary, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That little tink. Whew.
Well,
That ball tickled both horns on that side pocket.
I'm sorry to hear that, Steve, considering you haven't paid me yet. That- That's okay. You can pay me after you win this tournament.
There you go.
There's nothing I like better than spotting you games, Steve, and losing to you.
It's always a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Steve's another one that's put in a lot of time.
Yeah, Steve
lot
plays
of
a
time
lot,
on-
and he's not
a lot of
afraid to
time on the
really play
table.
anybody. Oh, Steve's definitely improved too. I think he likes the scene here in Calgary.
Paul Hansel says he's been shooting with his black for about 2 months now.
Yeah.
Been able to control the cue ball better. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that cue ball control comes from the fact that you don't have to hit it as hard. It's just naturally there.
Yep.
The power is naturally within that shaft.
Like I said, when I first got it, I'm overhitting every shot because I didn't realize it, but you're used to having to put that extra power in
Yeah.
or do something different. But now it's a lot more effortless. So, and I mean, seeing Stephen and Ben now using that shaft and watching the way those guys play with it, it's also a bit motivating.
So here's a crazy story about Ben Francis. He was last year using what he now calls a twig of a cue. It was his normal playing cue. He was playing great with it, and he was so acclimated to it, didn't want to change at all.
Yep.
And then we tried the SS360 from Bob Danielson,
Yep.
and I told him, Ben, man, you got to try it. And he was really resistant.
Did he switch to that? I can't remember.
He did.
I thought he did.
So he switched to the SS360. His game went up. Acclimated to it like a duck to water.
Yeah.
And then we tried these Jacoby black shafts from Jacoby. And it was Ryan and I, when we were out at the CPA APA Niagara Falls, we got kind of the sneak preview of the Jacoby blacks.
Yeah.
And I came back and I told Ben, you, of all people, are going to love the Jacoby black. And he didn't believe me.
Yeah.
Well, I've never, ever seen a guy acclimate to that Jacoby black as fast as what Ben Francis
Yeah.
did. It was sick.
Well, I have this bad habit where I always, I shouldn't do it, but I always do it. I ask Ben to play, on the 9-foot tables. He offers to spot me games. I won't take the spot. I refuse to. But he still beats me. He always beats me 7-4, 7-3, something like that. I just can't seem to beat him.
He's
But
a tough
watching
character.
But watching him play with that shaft, it really.
He does some sick
He
stuff
does
with
some
that.
amazing shots with that thing.
Yeah. And it's
So-
just like it's part of him.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
He tells the cue ball what to do through that shaft, and it just does it.
Yeah. Yeah, Charles. My wife's 4'10", so she can't quite say that, but
It's close.
That's pretty funny. I'm 4'12". Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I don't like the tink sound either, Gary. I really didn't like that. So when I tried this Jacoby that I happened to get it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago at a tournament, a guy showed up and it fit my cue and it fit pretty good. Didn't make the sound. I really, really liked it and decided to get it right then and there.
And it
So-
seems a lot of players are playing. So it's kind of funny that when it was Predator that came out with the Revo first, and they just bought them up, right? Just you couldn't get a Revo to save your life.
Nope.
They were that popular. And now that this Jacoby has come out with the Pro Taper and the aerospace grade carbon fiber, the no tink sound, the way that it hits, if you look on all the sale sites, the Q sites,
Yep.
9 out of 10 is a Revo being sold.
Really?
No knock on Revo or Predator. By the
No,
way.
of course, it's preferences. I mean,
No.
there's some
It's
pros,
just something I noticed.
Like I think even Joshua Filler still uses a maple shaft.
Yeah.
Right? He's,
And you know what? I don't mind a wood shaft. And
No.
if I'm going to use a wood shaft, it's going to be the SS360,
okay.
right? It's if I was forced to play with a wood shaft, it's going to be the SS360. If I was forced to play with carbon fiber, there is no other choice for me. It's going to be the Jacoby Black.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's all preference. This game is so intricate. So
It
many
is.
little factors. I mean, the tip has something to do with it.
It does, yeah.
You know, everything
That's why I
about it.
changed mine. I went off it comes the black comes with that Kamui soft.
Now we just got to get you a glove, Grant.
No.
Hey,
That
come on.
I'm telling you.
Look good on you.
Yeah.
Think about it.
No, because I've tried it, and
Okay.
I like to feel the cube.
That's what a lot of people say. Yeah.
And with that glove on, it's no. I can't feel nothing. And I don't like that.
I tried it in Vegas for the first time because we were playing a team match, and for some reason, whether I was nervous or what,
Oh,
my hands were just-
Larry
my-
Walper admitting he was nervous.
oh, I get nervous all the time, but my hand was just, I couldn't stop getting clammy, sweaty hands. You know, so I went over and bought a glove right then and there, and I tried it. I was like, oh, this is not too bad. And now when I don't use a glove, it feels sticky. I mean, I've tried it with the carbon fiber. It's a little different than a maple shaft. You know, it's
Yeah.
not as sticky, but
Yeah.
still that constant, consistent smoothness is for me is
Who
pretty
won
good.
that one?
Jason got that.
Jason got it. Am I a game behind? I feel like I'm a game
I
behind.
think we're a game behind. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's 2-1.
Yeah, well,
2-1
somebody's
for
at 2.
somebody. Yeah. Oh.
White glove with sparkles. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no troubles at all, Martin. There's Ryan right there.
Apparently,
Just put a new tip on my black. Got away from the Kamui. Absolutely, I did too. I went from the Kamui soft to a medium tip. I went with Onyx.
I'm sticking with the Kamui soft. I don't know. Now that I switched about a year ago, I got a lot better control with draw shots
Yes.
on the soft tip than
Yeah.
I do with the medium. So
Well, and that's a lot to do with stroke and and again, I'm not knocking you.
Yeah.
With that little stutter in your stroke,
Yeah.
you've got to be hard on draw shots. It has to be.
yeah, but it's improved a lot since.
Definitely with a softer tip for sure.
Yeah.
My process of thinking around what I need, where I
Okay, sorry about the score.
need things.
It's actually 2-1 for Jason here.
There's two of them. One is this one over here. Yeah, and then another one was
Ryan, what are you using for a tip now?
balls up the rail.
I've used Kamui for 5 or 6 years now. I like them.
Get better understanding.
Some people have told me to try something else like Longhese or G2.
So no, it was good. It's good. Well,
Hey Martin, a guy on my team apparently has a leopard skin glove,
it was good. Thanks.
but he doesn't wear it, of course.
Got you.
Okay, it is 2-1. I updated it.
Oh, perfect.
2-1 for Jason.
Thank
He's
you.
at the table.
I feel like I
And-
have this mic really close to my mouth.
Yeah. I feel like mine's not close enough, but I don't want to be breathing into it.
Oh, right on, Jeff. Thanks. Stephen Holem, Roy Hendrickson in the final in North Dakota. That'll be a good one.
Nice.
What about commentating on the game? We got all weekend to do that, Carolyn. And we will. So we'll get there.
I think Jason's got a pretty good table here.
Oh, he's got a great layout. 7 ball may be the only one that causes a little bit of trouble.
Oh, well.
Well, it
Might
depends
be in
on what he
trouble now.
plays here, yeah.
So maybe the 3 ball up in the corner?
I know that the 7 goes to the right side and into the bottom right,
Yeah.
but it's getting that position to get there.
Oh, I can see. Did he make it?
He's good.
Oh, went
He's
inside.
more than good.
Oh, okay.
He went to the corner.
Oh, did he go off the 11? I saw the 11 move.
Yeah.
I couldn't see
the
past
cue
his
ball.
body.
Cue ball went into the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then he's looking pretty good here, for sure.
Yeah. How often do you change tips and why? I think the average player maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah,
But
for
the
me it's about twice.
Yeah, the amount that you play will dictate how much you change your tip. A guy like Ben Francis playing all the time, he'll change it every 3 months.
Yeah,
Great
and
shot.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really, unless you mean like change type of tips, but I mean I use the same tip for years.
Well,
And finally decided to try something else, and it definitely made a difference.
And this is something that I'll kind of give as a nugget of information to kind of new upcoming players. Look out, that's in the side pocket.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh, how'd that stay out?
Wow.
Wow, thank you for diamond tables.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to give a tip here.
Tip on tips.
A tip on tips, and not just tips. Don't be scared to try things. Try new tips. Try the medium, try the soft,
Nice
try the
shot.
hard, right? Experiment a little bit, especially for new and upcoming players, because there is technology involved, and technology can be there and utilized to make things perhaps a little bit easier, where you
Yeah.
don't have to struggle as much. So try the soft tips, try the hard tips, try
Yeah.
mediums. Find something that's going to blend itself well with your style of play.
Well, I know for a fact that in a lot of things in life, I'm not much of a risk taker. So when I find something I like to stay in my box.
Yes.
I like to stay there. It's working. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
So
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah, it's kind of how I think. But when I switched to the soft tip, I was like, oh, this is terrible. This is awful. I can't. But then now I've learned to. I do believe I played much better with it than I did with my other tip. So
Yeah.
that might
Well,
be just a mental thing, a confidence thing. The way it forced me, being the softer tip as opposed to a medium, it forced me to hit the ball a little harder, which might have helped my stroke.
Yes.
So that's my
Now,
opinion.
I was given a little golden nugget by Tyler Steyer during our event when he was on
Who?
commentating. Tyler.
Never heard of him. Sorry.
that unknown Tyler Steyer.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That guy.
Okay.
So he's commentating, and I, kind of was trying to pick his brains a little bit. And he said when he changes his tip, now when you change your tip, you probably do what I do. You go out and you hit a million balls trying to
Break it in.
break in that tip. And he said, why would I go hit a million balls when I can take the cue ball and just hit it on my tip a lot faster and harder than just going on to the table?
It's probably not as much fun.
It's not as much fun,
No.
but it acclimates the tip and
I suppose, yeah.
and does it a lot faster.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. So he
Oh.
says that's all he does.
Yeah?
He'll take a cue ball and smack it on the tip to work out the kinks and the bugs and get it right. Which I thought was just a genius idea, right? Rather than battling through when you change a tip, now you're going out and you're hitting a million balls and you're playing league or you're playing in
Yeah.
tournaments and you're still conditioning that tip.
Yeah. That's like a
Rather
different
than going
perspective.
through that, just take the cue ball and smack your tip.
For some reason, it makes me think of Star Wars when George Lucas decided to move the camera, not the actual models.
Yeah.
Kamui on the Jacoby. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
and-
never heard of that before. It would never have
No.
even dawned on me.
Definitely
Just
not.
take the cue ball and use it. So yeah, little golden nugget there from, of course, Tyler Steyer.
Well, I'm not
That's
sure
not
you'll catch,
my
I'm
golden
not sure you'll
nugget.
catch me doing that,
No,
but I get it.
I get the reasons why he's doing it.
Oh, gotta watch for the
Oh,
double
watch
hit on
the
this.
double hit. Watch.
That's,
Oh, that was only perfect.
You sure that wasn't a double hit?
Nope, that was perfect.
'Cause
Watch it here. That was a perfect hit.
Yeah. I don't know. How does the cue ball go down that way?
back cutting it. I can see it.
Okay. Well, you're the ref. Yeah, you have
It was
more
a
experience in those shots.
good shot.
Okay, he's gonna make another one. He's just kind of running around the table, eh? He's not messing around.
Nope. Jason smells blood in the water.
He wants to win right now.
Yeah. No sense mucking around.
But Jason hasn't, like I said, he's been playing really good.
No doubt.
Typically on that Friday tournament they have here, which is also 580 and under, you typically see the top 3, 4, even 5 guys are always in the finals or
Yeah.
near the top.
New to the Fargo system, does this kind of tournament affect their Fargo? I would assume, based on the fact that this is a 580 or under Fargo tournament, that
Yeah.
this will get reported to Fargo.
Yeah, it is on challenge.com. It's on there, and when it's done, they're going to submit it. So it'll affect their ratings. And typically, longer races, I think, might have a longer or a bigger effect on your rating as opposed to like a race to 2 or 1.
Yeah, it'll have a little more dramatic effect
Yeah,
in a longer race.
but you get such a wide range of players here too.
Yeah.
So
Well,
many
Al's
different
looking
things.
at a good table here.
Yeah, he's got a. Well, I mean, Jason's on the hill, but
He well under hit that.
I think you can see the 13.
I don't know. I think that 14 ball stuck its nose in the way.
Can he make the? Oh no, he's passed.
Passed for the 11.
Can't see past Al, but I think he's got the 13. Well, he did, but he undercut it. Yeah, he's
Kind
kind
of played that a little bit awkwardly.
That's what I was talking about earlier. He does typically rush.
Yeah.
He kind of doesn't take much time, maybe not enough time. And I think that's kind of a. You take those extra couple seconds. I mean, I know that I still don't do it enough. Where you need to take more time.
Well, and you'll see. There's a nice pace that I like to play at.
Yeah.
And there are very few times that I'll deviate from that pace.
Yeah.
Right? If it's a close shot or a tight shot or something along those, I might take a few extra seconds, but I like to stay in a steady pace, even with difficult shots.
I think it's really important.
Yeah.
It's actually funny. I was watching the Predator World 10 ball, and it's so funny if you watch those guys who are breaking and running almost every table in 10 ball in the 9-foots. You could interchange them. The way their pace was almost the same.
Yes.
For all the best players.
Yeah.
They're almost all the same. Everything they do. I mean, I know there's a shot clock and things like that too, but still, they look the same when they play.
Yeah. Al's got a chance to close this. Oh, sorry, Jason's got a chance to close this out.
And he
oh,
hit
he
that
hit
nice.
that perfect.
That's perfect. Yeah.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, good control. It's a little easier when you're up 3-1. That
Yeah,
kind of
kinda
shot,
free,
right?
free
it's a shot.
stroking.
Plus, if at the speed he hit it, he knows that he's going to block the pocket if he doesn't make it. So
Yeah.
it's a free shot.
Wow.
Yeah, he
Well
won
done,
that
Jason.
pretty well. Yeah,
No doubt.
4-1, no problem. So Al is out. So that puts, I think, Jason's going to have one more match tonight. There's 8 people left on the A side. Oh no, 2, 4, 6. Oh no, 16 people left on the A side.
Well, they're bringing back 24, I thought. I was told.
Oh, but
That wouldn't make sense if there's 24 left on the A.
well, according to this, my sheet, there is.
Interesting.
Yeah, according to this, there's 2, 4. See? 16 left on the A, but I don't see any of them playing right now.
No, they're A sides all tomorrow.
So that means they want to get to 8 people left on the B.
I think so.
Well, right now there's. Also, I think
Maybe 1 or 2 more rounds.
no. I think that's it because the winners of all these matches on the B side,
Yeah.
they're going to go to here and they're waiting for an A side match.
Oh.
So I think that's it.
Is that it for us?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Well-
over.
Yeah. I don't think they're still filling in matches right now. The Nelson and Dean might have a match coming up. Maybe they'll put them on this table.
It very well could be. Well, why don't we say hi to the T3 here while we're at it? I've mentioned it a couple of times throughout the broadcast. Guys, if you do want to get your hands on one of the T3 Thumper jump break cues, send us a message to the Q Sports Live page. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know how we can make that happen for you. And we will find out. We'll do a quick little shutdown restart. We'll find out if, in fact, we do have another match coming. If you haven't done so already, head on to the Facebook page, hit the like button, or onto YouTube, hit subscribe. By doing so, each and every time that we go live, you will be notified and have the option to join in on the live stream again. So we'll do a quick shutdown, restart on behalf of myself, Larry Walper, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team. We appreciate you tuning in. And hopefully, we will be back here in a few minutes with another match. It looks like Blake Holmes is getting ready, so it does look like we'll have another match. So we will see you back here in a few minutes, guys. Thanks for tuning in.